Ever since I was a kid, I have loved playing video games. Does that mean we're gonna make our very own video game? Oh, where'd you come from? I don't think we have the proper skills or time for that, but sounds like a good idea. Wait, really? No, it's a terrible idea. With what brain cell are we gonna learn coding with? I don't know, the black market? What brings you two here? I just kind of wanted to play a relaxing farming game, but with zombies. And there wasn't one, so I decided I'm just gonna make it myself. You know there's a thing called Plants vs. Zombies, right? Are we really buying brain cells from him? Who said we're buying? We're broke. Oh, okay. All right, hands up, give us all the brain cells and no one gets hurt. Yeah, sure. But we only have one left. We'll take it. Okay, but why is it kind of cute though?
Today's sponsor is Skillshare.
I know nothing about making video games, and it's very obvious from this video. But there are teachers on Skillshare that have way more knowledge than I could ever have. And they actually have classes about making video games, which I wish I knew earlier. Skillshare is the largest online learning community for creatives with a wide depth and breadth of topics ranging from illustration, graphics design, photography, music, marketing, and productivity. Which I'm also struggling with, please someone help me. It's an on-demand platform with stackable lessons so members can learn at their own pace no matter the skill level. They also have learning paths that can help you find a solid starting point for your goal with curated high-quality classes. Chart your way forward and help discover new teachers in your chosen subject. So recently, I've been really curious about 3D animation again because I've just never been able to conquer that mountain. So I decided that I'm going to take the learning path building 3D models and animation with Blender. I took some 3D modeling courses in college for animation, but they forced us to learn an obsolete program that literally got discontinued by the time we graduated. The professor would also go over things way too fast and I could never understand what he was doing. But this time around, I can learn at my own speed and with a program that I actually want to learn. So if you want to start your learning journey today, well, lucky you, because the first 500 people to use my link in the descriptions down below will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. Thanks again to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. I really wanted to play a relaxing farming game with a dash of zombies. I love Harvest Moon and I love Project Zomboid, so if those two games had a baby, I will disappear from the void of reality because I'll just be playing that game until the end of days. But alas, said game doesn't exist. Yet. Not yet. So I decided I'm gonna try to make a video game in 100 hours. Keyword is try. Just to see how far we get along. With almost zero experience. First, we need an idea of what we're actually doing. Farming and zombies. Sounds simple enough. The story or concept that I come up with is that the zombie apocalypse just happened and you find your way to an abandoned farm. You secure the area from zombies, you plant, you farm, you eat, you sleep, you loot. You know, the basic zombie survival. And you have survivors that eventually find your farm. You can trade with them or invite them to stay and grow your little farm to eventually a little town. To a little village with defenses, plants, crops, animals, zombie mutants. You know, the fun stuff. Your villagers can get infected and you can lose half your town if you're not careful. Villagers that you've built relationships with, had babies with, and in the end, you have to protect your village, your family, and it all starts with a little farm. The programs. There's multiple options of programs to use, like Unreal Engine, Godot, Unite. Wait, it doesn't sound right. Oh my... I play way too much Pokemon Unite, man. I meant to say Unity. And there's probably some other programs I don't know of. I chose Unity because it's the least intimidating looking, but they all kind of look intimidating in my opinion. 2D versus 3D. We're going with 2D pixel art because 3D is a whole other abomination that I do not have the mental capacity of learning. And side by side with coding, I don't think I can survive. Day 1. We downloaded Unity and bought a program called Sprite. And for some reason, I can't seem to find any of my Day 1 footage. But thankfully, there wasn't much. I just watched a bunch of tutorials, learned the basics of Unity, and made this pixel art of my character in Sprite. Pixel art is way harder than I thought, and this looks like hot garbage, so we throw it in the garbage where it belongs. Day 2. We're gonna fry our brain today. We're gonna try to hit 10 hours today, even though we're starting late. We're gonna try. It's the effort that counts. I'm really tired. I'm really tired of myself. Why do I do this? Why do I keep doing this? Why do I keep having really big expectations of myself? Maybe I just think I'm amazing. Maybe I am. I don't want to get started. I'm intimidated. And so we got started. I decided to go for a simpler character design, limited my colors, limited my shapes, and I started drawing frames for the idle animation, along with the walk cycle and run cycle going in every direction. So it's break time. We're 7.5 hours in, and so far what I've done is make a sprite sheet. It took a little bit. I'm not smart enough to be figuring out a brand new program. So this is what I got so far. Walk cycle or run cycle, and then the different views. And we're gonna try to export this after lunchtime into Unity, and we'll see if we could make things walk around properly. But for now, I got some boba. You guys ever just like sniff your food? And it's time to start again. And then I continued to watch a bunch of tutorials because I have no idea what I'm doing. And I watched a lot. Technically, I'd watch a tutorial, follow that, and then I'd watch another tutorial. And for some reason, that tutorial doesn't work with the previous tutorial. So I just kept starting over somehow. Okay, since I have no direction of what I'm doing or where I'm going, and I'm just looking at random tutorials online, I wasted about 1.5 hours trying to figure out how to code and like thinking I'm like, oh yeah, I'm so smart, I'm so brilliant, I could do this, I should be able to do this. Also, I'm dying from allergies because not accidentally, I let Chew sit in my lap for a bit, so now I'm kind of like stuffy and gross and my eyes are burning. I'm doing this with all the misery in the world. But our first 10 hours, we barely got anything done. We've scraped the barrel of code, and I don't necessarily know what I'm doing still, which is great. 10 hours and still not a clue what I'm doing with my life. Let's keep at it. Alright boys, we're testing a thing. We can finally see our character in idle mode. And now it could walk. Ah! Ah! We're now 10.5 hours in, and that's all I've done so far. Alright, cool. Till next time. Till next time. Set float. Horrid. Why is it caps all of a sudden? Oh my god, it works. Oh. We now have a character. We're 12.5 hours in. Good job, Dan. It doesn't even attack yet. That's pretty much all we got. That's all we got. I think we did 8 hours. We did 8 hours today. That's like a working day on top of other work stuff. It's time for me to take a break because my back hurts. Day 3.
You want some tater tots? Some lunch on?
No, I'd much rather have like an actual meal.
Oh.
Would you?
What?
Can you get a high?
Yeah, let me kill you. You said you wanted to hit 20, right? So you're missing 3 hours and 40 minutes. So you do the math. He's like,
Dog!
dog.
But after implementing this some time ago in a prototype for another game, I quickly noticed some major flaws with the system.
We watch a bunch more tutorials and we start making our very first zombie. We also make a small attack animation. We're not getting a lot done. Coding is kicking my ass. Literally, I typo so much. It took me a good 15 minutes to figure out that I misspelled vertical. I'm so tired. I've literally been working since noon yesterday, and then afterwards I literally just deep dived into coding and art, and I'm so tired. I'm so tired. It's time for us to rest. Tired. I don't know why I gave you guys kisses. Gross. Yuck. Here's the thing, I just realized a lot of my footage for day 3 just got wiped. I turned off my recording device, just turned it off without checking, and the file got corrupted.
Day 4.
New day, new me. It's already 6 p.m. today. I am gonna put in about 3 hours and then head to a recording. And by head to a recording, I mean stay at home and then record some recreative stuff. But we're gonna get started. We have 20 hours on the clock, so let's just get right to it.
We don't really have a lot of time, so we're just making a bunch of pixel art assets.
Nice to meet you. He can't move!
Day 5.
It's day 5. And I went to bed early yesterday because I had a really bad headache. It's just thumping and pumping. We're gonna try to pull an all-nighter today because we have a lot of work to catch up on, and I have other work that I have to do. This one? Okay. Chu, what do we think? Good?
We're currently learning about collisions, so we gotta start making assets that we could bump into, along with other objects that we could interact with. Bruh, I'm not even gonna lie to you, coding was giving me an aneurysm, and I kinda just wanted to do pixel art and watch a whole 9-hour deep dive on Silent Hill. Those tutorials? Kicking my ass!
Henry awakens in his apartment and looks out the window to find paramedics retrieving a body from the nearby subway, one he assumes is Cynthia.
Forget the all-nighter. I'm tired. I've been working since noon. It's 4 a.m. I think I'm gonna nap for a little bit because I'm crashing.
Day 6.
It is day 6. We're gonna do a lot of the sprites and all of the assets and stuff. We're just gonna get started. I just woke up. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. So let's just do the thing. Day 6.
We make a bajillion more assets and we start making the inside of the house. We also do a bunch of coding. We figure out how to do collisions along with other stuff. And I'd like to show you, but, well, we had a little bit of a hiccup.
It's 4 a.m. and I did it again. I accidentally wiped my screen recording because I just turned off my PC, which is dumb.
Day 7!
It's day 7.
I made a tile map system, and then I messed it up because for some reason my zombie and my character wouldn't show up. So I had to recreate a brand new camera, and then I recreated a brand new camera, and then we also added collisions to our character and the trees. That's all we've done. We've had to do everything about twice because I couldn't figure out what was going on, tiny brain, you know? And that's where we are right now. So we're gonna move forward from there, and we're gonna try to add more collisions and build our little map.
I love you a lot. With all my heart. I'm disappointed in me too. It's day 7.
We're like 50 hours in at this point, right? We have collisions, we have a zombie that chases us, a zombie that attacks us. Okay, the zombie doesn't have collisions yet, and maybe it gets stuck once it starts attacking us, but you know, we still have a lot to figure out. We're halfway through, and it's still pretty cool to be able to see it move like this. Well, this is kind of awkward. Halfway through the project, I might or might not have gotten a little bit, just a little bit too overwhelmed to finish. I was learning how to code, how to use Unity, how to make 2D pixel art. I thought it was gonna be easy. How to use Sprite, and at the same time recording the whole process, while also juggling 2 YouTube animation channels. Rest in peace, Recreo. And also, I was trying to finish my very first Pokemon Nuzlocke at the same time. I'm really not the best at time management. So yeah, not proud to say this, but I gave up on the challenge. I sat on this project for like a whole year and I kept telling myself, yeah, I'm gonna come back to this and it's gonna be amazing and there's gonna be a whole comeback story on how I overcame this project. I got distracted and I gave up, but I decided to make this video anyways because people usually only post about their success. And sometimes I just feel like a failure because everyone else is like miles ahead. But at least I started, at least I tried. And hey, maybe I'm just not good at it, and maybe I just haven't leveled up enough in my coding. And if video games ever taught me anything, it's I just gotta keep on trying. And maybe down the road, I'll start this project again and just start a new game. Like always, thank you to our members, Schwaxcat, King, Spectra, Blake, and Georgie. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I initially wasn't gonna release this, but it's been in the back of my mind for the last year now. Figured I'd just release it into the world even if I didn't complete the challenge. I hope you like it anyways, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!